I supported the Prime Minister in last night's vote. I think that, truthfully, from my constituents in Mansfield, which is a disadvantaged kind of former coalfield part of the country, it's the first time ever, really, that a place like that has been front and centre of a government's agenda and the kind of levelling up conversation. That agenda, to me, comes from the Prime Minister. It comes from Boris, and I want to see that continue. I think that means he needs to continue.
Is there anything you could do? Also, by the way, not just our viewers, our listeners. We have many listeners on radio as well. Is there anything? There's so much being said, Ben, about this idea of it's his personality that's a problem. The policies less so. Are there any policies that he can really present now to the British public which will just make people say, well, I'm not sure about Boris Johnson, but golly, I like that policy. I like what he's going to do on cutting fuel duty. I like what he's going to do on foreign aid. He's going to get rid of that and put more into defence. Eye-catching initiatives, eye-catching policies. What could he do?
Well, I think there's a lot of, in terms of delivery, we've talked about levelling up. There's a lot of national conversation about what it means and what it looks like in practice. I could talk to you for hours and hours about all the various planning and behind-the-scenes things that are going on in my community. But we're not there at delivery yet on a lot of it. I think, long-term meaningful change takes time. So when it comes to the next election, people will judge on what they can see. Do they feel better off? Do their communities, have they taken steps forward over the last few years? But I like the policy agenda that he's been talking about in the last few weeks. It's been incredibly difficult through COVID, of course, to talk about small government, low tax, supporting more kind of independent, resilient communities in the way that traditionally small C Conservative government would. That's what I want to see him really dig into and deliver. But when it comes to personality, I think clearly he's never been universally popular, has he? I like him. A lot of people don't. But I think there's a real reason now to give him the benefit of the doubt, frankly. He's held his hands up where he's made mistakes. He's tried to make changes, and I think some of those changes in number 10 are tangible already in terms of the way that building is functioning. And now, after last night's vote, although it was closer than I would have liked to see, we've got to draw a line and let him try and make those changes.